Alright, even though Overwatch may be 3 to almost 4 years old now, there are still fans out there that tend to take the characters and their relationships too seriously. In a sense, ship hate is a thing that still exists, and I'll be talking somewhat about that, so if you're not a fan of this kind of Overwatch stuff, then you've been warned. Now, most people who ship characters just mind their own business and chill in their corner of the fandom. Every franchise is like this. You have the shippers who love the characters and love the lore, and then you have people who are more casual fans and just enjoy it for what it is. We all just stay in our own collective bubble. Some people, unfortunately, won't leave well enough alone and actively go out of their way to make their opinions known to anyone and everyone, this even including their own fans. I'm making this video in a sense as a response to someone a mutual of mine showed me, which was basically a cosplayer with over 1,000 followers saying that a certain ship is shit and anyone who ships it is trash. That ship they were talking about was McHanzo, and of course I make it no secret I'm a fan of that pairing. That being said, this video may come across as biased, but I'm going to be as clear-cut as I can be. Now, normally, I would leave well enough alone. People say this kind of thing all the time. There's nothing I can do about it. I just try to brush it off or just laugh at the reaction people have to it. With McHanzo being as popular as it is, it'll have its fans and it'll have its group of people who utterly despise it. I can understand that. That's what happens with any franchise and any pairing. People have preferences and opinions that aren't the same as mine, and we're all adults that can lead our own lives however we please. In Overwatch, there isn't any substantial evidence as to any characters being paired up together, an exception being Emily and Tracer. There's just voice lines and interactions here and there. That doesn't stop people from pairing them and other heroes together. With as big of a roster as Overwatch has, you're going to be seeing all the characters being shipped with one another, whether you like it or not. But getting back on track. My mutual was so bothered because they had followed this cosplayer and enjoyed their work and was invested in what they do. But the cosplayer was posting things that upset them and even going as far as saying fans of McHanzo were racist. I simply told my mutual to just unfollow them and maybe even block them so they don't see any more of their content on the recommended tag. That's the most rational thing to do. Even I say it a lot when it comes to fandom crap. Don't like it? Don't interact with it. What I cannot let slide though is the reason this person calls the fans of McHanzo racist is because of the over-sexualization of Hanzo, while they themselves over-sexualize Genji in their cosplays. You know, Genji, Hanzo's brother, who happens to be Japanese as well. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't people out there that over-sexualize this or any ship. Like I've said, I've been on the internet long enough to see both the good and the bad. But here's a news flash for everyone out there. Over-sexualization of a ship is bad, obviously. But if you say that, and then go and over-sexualize a similar character so that you're basically doing the same thing, you have no grounds to say what is bad and what is good. And you absolutely have no right to call anyone garbage because your judgment is just as clouded. This baffles me because they clearly have a following on Instagram with obvious multi-shippers, but they still have this overwhelming urge to remind people that if they like X ship, then they are garbage. There's a clear as day damn difference between stating your opinion clearly, respectfully, and maturely, and outright calling fans who actively like your stuff and support you trash. Now, I don't know about anyone else, but if I was to look up to someone and I enjoy their cosplays and support them, and they go and openly and proudly call me and others garbage for what we like, I wouldn't exactly be the happiest person ever. It would make your heart drop a little, that if you were ever to meet this person at a convention, they would immediately have a negative opinion on you simply because of what you like. You can like something that's not so popular and it's fine. You can like something popular and that's fine. But if you feel so compelled to tell people, including your own fans, of whatever it is you don't like that they're trash for liking it, that's where you lose all respect and credibility as a fan of that franchise. And you know that if someone was to call them out, they would have a bunch of fans defending them because they cosplay Genji. And let me tell you, this cosplayer does so much lewd Genji, it amazes me they haven't gotten shit for it already. The issue here isn't the lewd cosplays, they can do that as much as they want. The issue here is them saying that over-sexualization of Mikanzo is racist, but yet they over-sexualize Genji in a lot of their own cosplays and call out fans for it being racist, but they do something similar to it. That's just plain hypocrisy. But anyway, that's all I wanted to say and all that I wanted to get off my chest. This kind of stuff does irk me, but I keep my own mouth shut because I don't want to deal with people like this, because they're the kind of people that just won't take criticism and they think they're on the right side of the argument. My message to anyone watching is, if you see someone post something about a ship, a fandom, a celebrity, whatever, and it upsets you, don't waste your time with it. Just block the person. And yes, even if that someone is an influencer, a cosplayer, an artist that you look up to, and they post stuff you don't like, it's not worth the follow if it'll make you upset. No one like this is worth your time.